Hey everybody!
Hey guys!
MaJeliv here, we are the Vasquez family, and on today's video we are going to be reacting to episode 6, chapter 6 of the Book of Boba Fett. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to stay tuned later to find out more about how you can expand your skills today. Chapter 5 was absolutely insane. It was so great to see Mando come back and re-enter this kind of story that we've been following. And we've been, if you didn't watch our past video, just to kind of catch you guys up that are joining us now for this video, we have kind of been playing catch up with this whole show, and you haven't really been able to react to all of them. So we were catching up with the first 4 chapters. We caught up with chapter 5, and now we are continuing on until the finale. So if you want to check out our chapter 5 reaction, you guys can check out that link in the description or with this card up above. But with that, we're going to jump into this next episode because we cannot wait to see Mando and Boba Fett get back together and to see where all this is leading, because definitely is building up towards something and we want to see it. So
I want to see them hug, a bro hug. I want to see it happen.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for joining us today. Hope you guys enjoy our reaction, and here we go. Oh, Pikes.
You know where you are, gentlemen.
Oh, this guy.
Ah.
He's back.
Think it through.
The Western vibe.
Yeah.
He used to have the handkerchief too.
Yeah.
Pure spice.
Spice.
Inside that spice.
No.
It's just spice, man. It's
It's
just
just pure spice.
kind of always been the thing.
Didn't we
From the
learn?
desert.
The desert
comes
comes
a
a
stranger.
stranger.
Wow.
I love the Western vibes of the
Oh
music.
yeah.
Ooh, joy. R2.
R2.
What is there?
He's going right now.
We spend most of our time working at home and seeking new ways to learn and expand our skills as artists, content creators, and business owners. That's why we've been thrilled to dive into Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning.
I took a class in iPhone photography because I wanted to discover my artistic style in taking photos. But what it's done to my kid brother is remarkable.
I have begun venturing into the large network of blockchains and how to mint NFTs. With Skillshare, I am now ready for the next revolution of currency, and the future has become my present education.
Thanks Skillshare for giving us accessible and exciting knowledge no matter what level of expertise we have.
The future is uncertain, but the necessity of knowledge is certain.
Discover all the things you can do in 2022. If you're motivated to take learning to the next level and want to try Skillshare, we got you.
The first 1,000 of our subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today.
Did he tell Luke? 'Cause are we about to see Luke again?
What is that?
Oh,
I
that
thought
It was the Force.
That was the Force,
using the
yeah.
Force.
I think they were definitely poking fun at us
Oh
there.
yeah.
Androids, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Ant droids, yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
is what
literal
they are.
ants.
Basically what they are, yeah. No, he just does that.
Wake up.
Don't shut off. You have to say that to me when I fall asleep in the living room.
That's exactly what I was
Don't
going to say.
shut off. Wake up.
Grogu.
He's so cute.
Dude. Dude, how did they do that?
Dude, it looks so much better now, right?
Yeah.
It's because I got that guy that did the deep fake on board. Imagine Mark Hamill watching this.
Yeah.
He was probably there too.
Oh,
Did he
yeah.
voice
I know,
and-
but seeing after all the editing and stuff.
Yeah, to see himself young again and with Grogu, like, come on now.
Oh,
His name was Yoda. He was small like you.
all the music.
Huge. And the Force was strong in you. Let me help you remember.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna go through his mind?
Oh my chills.
Order 66.
Order 66. That's the five.
Oh.
It's the 501st. saved him though?
We don't know.
Welcome back.
Oh!
Ashoka! What is she doing there? Oh my gosh!
A friend of the family.
Oh my gosh.
Jeremy.
Actually brought you to meet instead.
Oh my gosh, dude.
This is unreal. This is incredible.
Oh man, how
What
can
the
this get any
heck?
better?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Right.
Are you doing this for Grogu? Or are you doing this for yourself?
Well, either way, this armor will protect him. Make sure he's protected.
This makes so much sense. All of this.
Oh, he's
Backpack.
carrying your backpack.
There's that merch placement, right?
Let's see you jump. That's all you got?
This is so awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's running. Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you're freaking joking, dude. No, you're not.
Oh, dude. Oh my
Dude.
god. Are you kidding me?
I cannot handle this, man.
He's so cute,
Pulling
man.
out all the tricks, man.
I want to see a making of.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
There he goes. Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Be the ballistic turtle we all know you to be.
So awesome.
How do they get the detail in his expressions too,
He's so
dude?
good. This is so impressive.
Must be a really.
Sometimes I wonder if his heart is in it.
So much like your father.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Trust your instincts.
Oh,
I thought that was the
that
episode.
was
I was
amazing.
gonna say,
If it ended there, I would have been so mad.
rolling up in that thing.
Right?
It's like rolling up with like a Lambo.
Haven't seen you since you gave up your armor. How have you been?
More careful. Where's the little guy?
Mos Pelgo might be good right now. Freetown! Well, I fought side by side with the citizens of Freetown. And they're brave people. The White Syndicate has us outnumbered, and we need your help.
We're square. You and me.
Yes, we are. But I didn't think you were one to back down from bullies.
Yeah, no. That big smile of yours let you get away with anything. Get the word out. I want all men and women of fighting age to come to town. We'll have a meeting.
What?
What was that?
Do me a favor and tell those people to head inside for this road.
Something wrong, Marshal?
I hope not. Just rather err on the side of safety.
Why is my heart beating right now?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh.
What was that? Oh,
my
no way.
No!
Oh my god.
No!
What the heck? Oh my
No freaking way.
That is Cad Bane.
Oh my god.
That's not a good.
I am terrified of that guy.
I think this is where we lose Cobb, y'all. No.
What the heck is he doing here?
Oh my god.
And who might you be?
My gosh.
Oh my god.
see enough violence.
Oh, no. Gosh. Dude, his silhouette is so freaking horrifying.
He's a creepy character, man.
He's so horrifying. He looks so good, too.
Evil, too.
Oh
Just
my
need
God.
this standoff.
Deputy.
Stop it.
Ugh.
As long as the spice keeps running, everyone will be left alone.
Dude, he looks...
Oh my gosh, dude.
I cannot believe...
Oh my gosh, dude.
Gosh.
He knows that Amanda was right.
Like, why is he involved in this, man?
Well, they paid
Yeah.
they paid him. He's... Clearly he survives in Bad Batch then, because we never
Yeah.
finished
Wait,
Bad
didn't
Batch.
Fennec fight Cad Bane at one point?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, Bad Batch.
Yeah.
we gotta finish
Oh,
Bad Batch.
man.
We never finished Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Oh man, that just sends a whole other kind of shivers up my spine.
Mm-hmm.
Cad Bane.
Leave a bomb or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
I knew it. Oh god, I hate when I'm right.
Come on.
Just killed everyone in there.
Yeah.
Sending a message, I guess.
The unboxing.
The unboxing.
Oh, it's so anticipating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me too.
yes.
Me too.
The Mandalorian wants to have this. I will give you a choice.
Don't make him choose between a saber. What?
Jedi or a Mandalorian?
That's Yoda's. That is Yoda's saber.
My teacher.
Oh my
Bro,
god, so many
It's not
surprises!
questionable. Just take that.
Now, I'm offering it to you.
So you know how that
If you
ended up?
choose the lightsaber, you will be the first student in my academy, and I will train you to be a great Jedi. Which do you choose?
Oh no.
Credits.
No.
Dave
I know,
Filoni.
Dave Filoni.
Ah,
Well, it had to be with freaking Cad Bane.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
love the West.
Was this written by Jean Favreau? My eyes were down. Who
Yeah.
wrote this one, I wonder?
Oh,
my God.
man.
I think both of them.
Look at the concept art, dude. Just this whole, like, they're at a place now where...
Again, they're repairing.
Did that really happen? Or
I love it because they don't give anything
no,
away.
I love it. That's the thing.
Well,
I
and
love
it's
how
what's...
that happened.
But now we know
It's
who
just-
we're up against.
oh.
We know who the villain is.
It's at a point now where there's no limits. Like, I mean, if we're talking about the last 2 years, or 3, I guess 3, yeah, we've seen Ahsoka live action.
Ahsoka standing with Luke.
We've heard them say the words Admiral Thrawn in live action. We've heard, I mean, we've seen Luke. I mean, now, not only was it just in the finale of Mandalorian, but now we're seeing, like, scenes with him.
And we've quoted Yoda. And we've explored training that Yoda used to train Luke.
Right, seeing his lightsaber, I mean, Ahsoka mentioning Anakin a little bit, like, it's more about Anakin than we've gotten in the last 5 years in any live action, anything, so...
And Luke is training, essentially, a Yoda family, extended family member, possibly.
Right.
Species.
And you know what's interesting about this whole choice at the end, that is, like, because we were talking about it earlier before watching 5 and now obviously 6, how people, obviously this is a very controversial show. People loving it, which we love it, and there's the people that, hardcore Boba Fett fans that don't like it. But then we were talking about how it just really seems like these characters, or rather the writers of these episodes, really are staying true to the actual characters themselves, and not just what people would expect or want to see, but what the character themselves would do. And with a moment like that, with with Grogu, you're literally put in that position as a writer of like, what would Grogu do? And yeah, I mean, it's you can't argue what your character would do, because in a way they've now have a life of their own, and it's that's what's so great about all this, especially. I mean, and the thing is, like we're talking about Cad Bane now, like him and Boba Fett have a history, like a very
heavy history.
intense.
Wait, who and who? Cad Bane and
Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's even that whole deleted scene that never made it into the Clone Wars with the standoff between the two. That's what's honestly like. If we're gonna get a Boba Fett and Cad Bane standoff, I'm gonna lose my mind, because then that's kind of that
Which,
whole scene.
we are.
And I love how they
better.
introduced us to Cad Bane in live action with him in a desert scenario, because he is.
His silhouette is wet, like it's so,
Yeah, it's
like
so
the
Western,
like
with the hat and everything.
the hat, and even like the coat, like,
I love Cad Bane, but I also hate him
At the same time.
at the same exact time, because he's such a good villain,
Such a good
an annoying one as well.
He's got
Yeah.
he has an iconic shape,
a look,
voice.
yeah. The way he's got the two tubes coming out
They
of the
did a
side.
great job
His
bringing him
voice,
to life.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously same voice
Fantastic.
actor. It sounds
Yeah.
like, yeah. What about you, Jewel? Ahsoka and
I'm like still at the forest when he was at the planet.
I was not expecting Ahsoka.
Yeah, I was not like there was just so many things I wasn't expecting, but in the greatest way possible. There's a difference when you're adding nostalgia and then just completely throwing it away. Like that moment in The Force Awakens at the end where Luke grabs the lightsaber, and then the next one he just tosses it like it's trash.
It's his dad's lightsaber.
Yeah,
Right.
He would never.
but
do that.
then you
But-
see this here where there's a youngling learning the ways of the Force, and he's being introduced to the way Luke was taught, and they just beautifully show, Yoda's lightsaber. Like, they really honor that nostalgia, and they don't just toy around with it like it's just some... I don't know, they just treated it really... Like, they treated it in a really special way that I really appreciated.
Yeah.
So I'm just really excited to see what Chapter
it's
7
also
has.
the beginning of his school.
Mm-hmm.
When we learn about Kylo Ren learning with Luke and how Luke failed him and, he took him in and trained him, like, this is the beginning of that teacher spirit of Luke starting the school, of having hopes for the Jedi. And, we see the destruction of that later, how it broke him in the future many, many years later. But this beginning, this origin is something that I didn't imagine we were going to see. So
That's a pretty tough student to start with. Somebody that's already so torn. What a big decision for Grogu to
And
make.
I do love that. I do love that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they're looking at what they're given, right? And they really are, like you've said, Mom, they're filling in the holes and making it beautifully all intertwined. And that's what I think is so great, is because it does give more meaning to those things that we were like, wait, what, why?
Yeah.
So, and we're already seeing Luke kind of struggle with the
Speaking
sense
of Luke, I'm like in awe of the technology they're doing with his face.
like it feels
definitely
like
improved. The one from Return of the Jedi is like still
Yeah.
there.
Right here.
It's
He's
like
right here.
right there. It looks so good.
And I
Beautifully
know
done.
our heart was broken with Ahsoka, her destiny, I guess, seeing that her master turned and all of that, and to now see her coming back and I don't
With his
know,
son.
helping Luke and helping to guide him, like such a
Yeah.
beautiful. I mean, wow.
In terms of the Book of Boba Fett, I'm honestly very nervous for the next episode. More
too.
because of their situation, as opposed to because they're terrorizing everything. Like that restaurant that we've been to for the past couple of episodes is gone.
obliterated.
I can understand why everyone has been shook about these episodes and how they've been asking for us to see it. And I'm glad we're seeing this now, because
too.
it would have sucked to
Oh my
know
gosh.
all of this from somebody's mouth versus us seeing this for ourselves. So thank you. But
Yes.
I have a lot
What
to
happened,
say.
Matthew?
No, I'm just still processing. What were you gonna say then?
I have a lot to say to the Boba Fett hardcore fans. I've always liked Boba Fett in some way or another. I've never been like a crazy fan, like I want his costume or anything like that. So maybe that's why.
I got his costume for Halloween once.
Right, and that's cool. Here's my issue with some of the noise. I couldn't help but it bled through a lot of my effort to not get spoiled on this show, and it's all about expectation. And I think the expectation that this Boba Fett was going to be the cold
Blooded killer, like
blooded
Cad Bane's.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this man has been through literally hell and back. He's in his 50s. Maybe the show that you are wanting to see is a Boba Fett in his 30s and 40s,
His prime,
20s
his
to
prime.
40s. His prime, where he's just the bounty hunter, the go-to guy. When he was the Cad Bane of his time. Perhaps that's what you want to watch. That's not what this show is. And it clearly makes its statement between episode 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is all about telling us how this man is changing. What he's entering his new call. His call to be a man of a tribe, a man of family, a man of justice, a man of loyalty. And I think a lot of fans of Boba Fett were like, what? That's not what we wanted. I'm sorry. That's just not where the era of Boba Fett is. Yeah. So put that aside, because this is a fantastic show. From the very first second to where we are now, it is so meticulously done that a lot of people might argue, yeah, they brought in Mando to save the season. I saw a headline about the show, and it's like, really? No, it's story driven, it's character driven. Boba Fett has his call. Grogu has a call. They have a decision to make. Mando had a decision to make, and he made the right one. He let Grogu go. Boba Fett is making the right decisions, and Grogu's having to make some big decisions. And we're all for the ride, because it all makes sense. It's all character driven.
It's a continuation.
Yes. It is a beautifully character driven show. If you expected anything else, I'm so sorry. Put that aside and enjoy the rest of the ride, because I just can feel it's going to get better and better.
I do have a question, though.
I'll get out my soapbox. That's just me.
To counter your soapbox, I have a question. Sorry, Matthew. The show is called The Book of Boba Fett.
Uh-huh.
And for hardcore Boba Fett fans, their expectations is to see the story of Boba Fett unfold and to be more concentrated on Boba Fett. What we're seeing is like a glimpses of his storyline through dreams, and then bam, we're thrown into Mandalorian again. So I think people maybe were expecting a lot more Boba Fett, and they're getting a way of easing Boba Fett into the storyline of Mandalorian, and maybe that's where the disappointment lies.
Thing is, I can understand that too. I just think people are forgetting maybe, and the thing is, back to what my dad said. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about movies, TV shows, is you can love it, hate it, doesn't matter, because that's the thing. It's open to interpretation. You can either love it, hate it, great. And that's a very passionate opinion that I agree with my dad. I genuinely agree. But I think you're right. I think either when it came to marketing, maybe people got the wrong message. We were talking about it, and I think like a post Clone Wars, Empire, like Boba Fett being Vader's bounty hunter, going off to do Vader stuff. That's the era you're looking for if that's the kind of show you want to see. And maybe someday we'll see that. That'd still be pretty awesome to kind of witness. But when I see the title Book of Boba Fett, it really is the legacy of what he's doing. Clearly, he's trying to place some fertile ground for, building the kind of empire that the Hutts had, or the Hutt had on Tatooine. Yet he's trying to do it with what seems like more honor, and he's learned a lot with being with the Tusken Raiders, and there's these things that we can't ignore. Yeah. But that's sometimes the thing that comes back to bite is you have a character or a certain story that is filled with so many expectations, or for so long people have had their own imagination, like imaginative circumstances.
Like Return of the Jedi is a fantastic movie, but one of the most disliked things is that Boba Fett dies so fast.
But it's because a bunch of kids at the time were like playing with this toy and had these other adventures planned for him. So it's that kind of thing, is just being able to be open, and I think the writers are doing a great job staying true to the character. So,
and I know that there's a lot of different contexts in which Boba Fett exists out there. I think, if I'm wrong, correct me. Isn't there like comics and things that are not canon? Right. There are things out there that show us that side of Boba Fett that I never really saw. I only know the movies, right? So I didn't have any expectation. But going into what we're facing here, what I love that we're kind of in for the ride is what's going to happen next. It's hard to tell. We just see that these different elements are colliding in such a way where I can appreciate who Boba Fett is becoming. We're watching the transformation of a cold-blooded killer, bounty hunter, turn into this He's pursuing something very new where, quite frankly, he's not very good at it. He's still very much figuring out how to be a leader.
Daimo, yeah.
You know, it's just not something he's still figuring it out. And
he's almost being reborn. Like the name of Boba Fett is being reborn, and also we can't forget that he was introduced through Mando's story, and what he's doing is still very much a part of the overall arc, which is what they've talked about in that one Investors Day a year and a half ago, I think it was now, where this show, Ahsoka, like all these, they're gonna slowly start to all, you know, kind of intertwine, which I think is.
If you think about the
Book
of Boba Fett, they introduced it at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian, so it's supposed to be a continuation of the story from The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Very
it's
well
not
said.
supposed to be just about Boba Fett
Yes.
because in reality, it's not all about him.
Well said, daughter. I'm
But
so proud of
they
you.
obviously, people wanted to see more and know more from his perspective, which is giving Boba Fett fans, obviously, you know, what they were looking forward to. At least part of it is, you know, more Boba Fett action, which is what we're seeing. And so the fact that they're doing this to continue Boba Fett's story and to see what happened to him afterwards, it's just beautifully done too, because it's a continuation of what happened in Mandalorian season 2, but also catching us up on what was happening. It's like, meanwhile, Boba Fett was, you know, what he was going through. So I just think it was really well done. And again, it's this whole thing of, it's called the Book of Boba Fett because this is basically like his part in this much bigger book that he's a part of.
A little manual.
Yes.
A little booklet of Boba
Yes.
Fett.
In my opinion, it adds more depth to him. That
Yeah.
He's not just a cold-blooded killer. If you don't like this show, that's completely fine.
That's
I think
okay.
you have your own
You don't have to
opinions.
like
And
it.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to get the wrong message. I don't
Yeah.
think we're trying to like diss your opinions. I just think we're very passionate about the fact that we think this is doing a great job. So, but if you don't feel the same way, I mean, that's the beautiful
okay.
thing
That's
about
okay.
Star
Yeah.
Wars, Marvel, DC, any movie. We're all open to our own opinions, but regardless, we love to connect with all of you as to what you
Yes.
thought. We want to hear your opinions down below in the comments.
Maybe how you would have made this show better.
If you didn't like it.
if you
And the
didn't-
wonder of this show, sorry, just a quick thought, is that we're all here together talking about it.
Right.
And we're just talking, and if we can agree to disagree, that's fine. It's not going to end the world or begin
really
the
okay.
world. If this is just a great show, great characters that hopefully at the end make us look at ourselves.
Right.
But what our call is, there's so much richness in that sense of allegory and metaphor. And if you've been following us, you know that that's kind of what I tend to do. I try to find, how do I apply it to what we're doing here with these guys and in our life? So that's why this is such a special show right now for me. So hopefully it does something like that for you. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, so we want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments, what you guys thought of this episode, what your reaction was to seeing Cad Bane live action, seeing Ahsoka and Luke in the same live action frame, and yeah, just all the glory that was this episode was fantastic. There was so much there. So yeah, guys, we want to connect with all of you in the comments. So type in. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reply to all of you. And hear what you guys have to say about the Book of Boba Fett. But we're not done yet. We still have one more episode, so we're going to jump into that one right now. And remember, make sure to click the link down below in the description. For the first 1,000 of our subscribers to click the link, we'll get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare to start expanding your creativity today. So with that, go out there, spread your light, and we'll see you guys in the next MaJeliv video.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.